character. You know, you talk about, like, I don't mind about the RNG of the dungeon.
Of the gambling hall. Now, bloodless and still.
Gambling hall is locked. Bar costs 50%. Brothel costs 50%. I don't mind, like, the RNG of the character stuff, so long as I get enough healers. So if that was programmed in such a way that it's relatively random, but we still give him some healers, that would be reasonable. That's not the type of RNG I get annoyed about. It's stuff like, you know, you win or lose this mission based on this roll, and it is a roll. Like that type of stuff. Anyways. Let's take a look. We got another Hound Master. We should take Hound Masters. They're overpowered as fuck. The second Bounty Hunter, I wouldn't mind that. Night Blindness is bad. What do we have for the Hellion? Ruins Explorer, Compulsive Hellion. Don't need that. Another Vestal. Do I need 5 Vestals? Yes, it does. To Syndra. It's something I didn't like about to the Civ experience there. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like that double drop. I feel like that can't be right. I mean, Civ 5 multiplayer, for example, if you drop the runes and you took away damage range off stuff, would not be the same game every single time. I have beaten Invisible Ink on stream, Kroldorf. Warren's Phobe, Cove Phobe, pretty bad ones. Maybe I won't take that one. So I do want the Houndmaster out of this group. And again, I have two Abominations. And I really would like to play an Abomination playthrough. We can find a rule set that lets me use Abominations. Useless. I'd really, really like that. But at the moment, they're very, very difficult to use because Vestals are so good. So what do we have? We have Warrens at level 1 now. You get a Warrior Stone. It's a pretty shit item. But would advance the Warrens. Get a Book of Constitution. Pretty shit item as well. It's messing with speed, which is basically the best stat. I kind of would like to see. Well, I don't know. What are we doing here? Go for another Dark Crown. 8 dodge and 2 speed on the Highwayman. He's only using melee pretty much anyways. Go for another Dark Bracer. Yeah, I can mod out the religious restrictions on Abominations. Last time chat voted against it. They thought it would make it too strong. I like Quick Draw Charms. That got changed. Was it -2 speed? I don't remember it being -3 speed. I thought it was -2 speed. I didn't think any of the items, itemization had made it into the game. Yeah, Bear Squared. I think I mostly agree with that, but I think there's a time and a place for RNG, and there's a time and a place where we don't need it. Yeah, but as I said, we're struggling. It feels like we're struggling with definitions right now, chat. It feels like we're talking about which part, when we're talking about we don't like RNG or we do like RNG, we're kind of ignoring the fact there's different types of it. I don't like RNG that impacts things like damage rolls. What is the benefit of, in a game that is based around planning? Take XCOM, for example, right? Let's take a look. You know, you're in XCOM, where playing XCOM 2, where in Long War 2, where you know you're planning out your turn. There's no time limit, so you can have the turn exactly as you want it. There's no time limit to doing that, and I'm planning out options. What is the benefit of what's supposed to be a deep strategy game, squad-based strategy game, in having my percentages be hidden from me, or having things like a damage range that's a huge damage range attached to So you look at this, you start doing damage range, you start looking at accuracy, you start looking at graze. Perhaps you look at abilities that trigger some of the time. For a while, I think in Long War 1, it's actually, I don't think it was even a while. I think there were 66% things in Long War 1. Like the cover is only cover, it only reduces damage 66% of the time or something. Why is that beneficial? I understand that it makes the game interesting to watch when all my fucking rolls go poor. But I have no ability to influence that. I can try to control for some of the low RNG, but sooner or later, if I'm unlucky enough, I just can't do anything. I don't know. Do I want to buy a quick draw charm? I don't think so. I think the item is pretty decent, but I don't know if I want to waste money on it. We are going to upgrade the sanitarium as soon as we could. We get any stuff to do that? No, we didn't get any bus. Because that was a kind of a dud, that last mission, which is a little bit of a bummer. Where are we going to head next? Back into the wheel to grab the Dark Bracer. I don't really need Dark Bracers. They're not actually good. No. I mean, it just feels really shitty that my shotgun, especially when the damage range is really big, right? When the damage range is 2 to 10. Like, fuck. I've not played Blood Bowl 2. Yeah, Sui, I wonder about that sometimes too. Artificial difficulty, make the game harder by making up for bad AI. It does sometimes feel like that. I don't want to point fingers at games right now, but sometimes it does feel that way, Sui, and I really don't like that. It feels like a crutch. Damage ranges are meant to talk about where it hits. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, why do we have 3 stats that are all RNG based on where it's going to hit? We have an accuracy hit. We have an accuracy chance. We have a damage range stat. Now we have a fucking dodge stat. Then you add a crit chance to that, and then suddenly, like, I don't know, man. Anyways, I need to stop reading chat. I've been away for a while. I'm having a hard time conversing with chat while simultaneously doing something. I need to stop reading it long enough to get the mission fired up again, I think. I think I'm going after this. Let's grab... We bring it for character classes. The Wield. What's the Cove got? It's level 2. It would be good to level Warrens. That would give me 4 shots at a boss. If I leveled Warrens or Runes, I could get multiple boss shots, and I could let these items cycle to get items that I wanted. Gotta get the Cove to level 2 as well. Actually, anything but the Wield makes sense here. From that perspective, I don't think I'm gonna ever use 2 Dark Bracers. We could go after this. That'd be fine. Get the Cove to level 2, so there'd be 2 bosses cycling, so we can get those sweet items. Yeah, her stone luck is ridiculous. I watch some Kriparian from time to time on my way to bed, and you know, he tracks all of his games, and he looks at the difference between going first and going second, which is literally a coin toss. And the percentage wins, he'll be like 80% wins with the class, or 70% wins with the class when he goes first, and like 50% wins with the class when he goes second. In other words, a huge percentage of his total chance to win is determined not by anything he does, but by a coin toss right at the beginning. Like, fuck that. I don't want to play games where my ability to win or lose are regularly determined by a coin toss. I don't want that at all. That's not at all interesting to me. It defeats the entire purpose. I may as well not be playing the game. I might as well just let the game watch the game, and because if I have no impact on the outcome of that game, it's just not enjoyable. It's not just that, Sui. I mean, it contributes. Anyways, I'm going to grab some characters and do this mission. We're going to the Cove. It would be good to level some Plague Doctors. Fear of Mankind needs to go. How is Star Tech? Unquiet Mind, Shocker, Unholy Hater. We can bring Star Tech. How about the Healing Element? Well, we'll use a Vestal. Why a Vestal? Because Vestals are the best healers. Kind of sucks. Bring Mackenzie. Mackenzie has a Cove Explorer buff. awesome. So we'll get some exploration chance in there, some scouting chance. Could bring matter. Matter bot in here. Could be like this. Kind of like the idea of bringing the matter in here. This cove could get shit on repeatedly by groupers. So maybe we'll bring matter and Tupalu. So we can get some guarding. This is level 0, level 1, level 0, level 0. It's a little bit under leveled for this. We don't have stress healing. Don't have stress healing in a medium dungeon. In the cove. Yeah, that's dumb, isn't it? Alright, fine. Maybe we'll bring a hound instead. God, I don't want to spam hound and stress heals. It's just so dull. Need more jesters. Need a stagecoach to cooperate. All right, fine. Bring this guy here. It's maybe even too slow. What if I brought like this or like this with a grave robber like that? That'd be pretty good. Pretty good, maybe. Okay. So that's who we're bringing. Let's go take a look at their stuff here. Tupalu needs his stun. And that looks good. Beanie needs stress heal, quick wounds, blackjack. Matter needs pick to the face, lunge, thrown dagger. Holy shit, Matter had all the other skills that I didn't want trained. And Mackenzie needs level 2 of all their abilities. Okay. How are we doing in blacksmith? Still haven't leveled the blacksmith yet. And how are we doing on sanitarium? Let's go find someone. I think it was time for my other Man at Arms. Get rid of Klepto and lock in Eldritch Slayer. Looks pretty good. Any diseases that need being taken care of? Willoways has which one? Bulimic. Rabies. Rabies needs to go. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Items. Okay, Eldritch Dungeon. Take Eldritch Slayer on Matter with accuracy would be fine. The healer would like question. The hound would like stuns and stuns. Tons of stuns. Sounds good. No, we don't want tons of stuns there. We want stuns here instead. Hound would like things. Take damage on the hound. Probably good. Okay. Yes, exactly, Bear Squirt. It's one of those pieces of RNG that if it triggers, you just lose. And that makes it pretty much unplayable for certain scenarios. Now, all of that's less true the easier you're playing, right? Where the RNG, the implications of that RNG are a lot less serious. But all right, let's go. Let's provision. I'm gonna bring some food. Oh, have I looked at his camping skills? He has Hound's Watch, that's fine. We're gonna bring some medicinal herbs, we're gonna bring some skeleton keys, we're gonna bring some shovels. And a holy water. Looks good. Let's do it. It feels like it's hiding information, right?
These salt-soaked
Like
caverns are teeming
if
with
you want to give
blanked
me
nightmares.
see, because none of
They
those
must
numbers
be
actually
flushed
matter.
out.
It's like Long War II, right? It's an interface thing coupled with that. I don't actually care what the chance to the damage range is, and I don't actually care the accuracy, and I don't actually care the crit chance. I don't actually care the dodge chance. These are 4 calculations that I need to be doing mentally, internally, a percentage of the time to get anything out of this. What I actually give a fuck about is when I target an enemy, what are the percent chances I'm going to kill it, and what are the percent chances I'm not going to kill it, and what are the outcomes if I don't kill it. Like, that should be the information presented to the player. If you want to add all this RNG to the back, fine, whatever. Add all this RNG to the back. But give me numbers that I can realistically work with. So I get one number out of it, which is, if I do this event, if I choose this option, here is the percent chance outcome that you're going to have that what I want to occur occurs. And that to me seems like a pretty big deal. That isn't occurring very often.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Although I do think RNG is an issue lots of the time, double drop, but in particular in XCOM, that's the stuff that bothers me. I don't want to have to do 10 calculations in my head every time I'm looking at a character while keeping track of the moves for 8 to 10 characters while trying to figure out what my options are going to be. It's just not where I want to be. Alright, Matter's getting the shit kicked out of her, of course, because groupers. Let's make these guys go slower next round.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, should be able to stun him this round. I said naively.
As the theme
Okay.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
No. Yeah, see, I sometimes feel like having this conversation with chat is somewhat pointless because I get trolled a lot in that. If you really think all numbers should be hidden from the player and everything should just be like RNG punishes them for no reason, they can make no decisions, you're going to find that players can't do very well because it's going to be all luck dependent on whether or not they do well consistently. I mean, do well consistently. You know, this is why I play the games I play. This is why I play strategy games. And this is why I play strategy games with as much depth in them as I can. I know I'm playing Darkest Dungeon right now, but Darkest Dungeon actually has a fair amount. Well, I don't know about a fair amount of depth. It has a little bit of depth to it, and depth in a way that you can control and you can make more challenging, which I like. Reading chat is getting trolled. I don't know about. I want to go that far. Are we stunning that guy? Yes. This grouper's a problem. Do damage to our grave robber. Oh my goodness. Groupers just hit so insanely fucking hard. Who do I want to heal? I gotta heal here though, because this guy can hit him. Alright. Let me act first so I can make my decisions, please. So 2 of you resisted. Great. You kill her, please.
Their
Perfect.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
We have no control over when that guy acts.
Masterfully executed.
And I'm a bit worried about this. Battle tech. No, I don't know anything about that. You're welcome to send me a Twitch message with a link to their like Steam or wherever their page is, and I'll check it out later if you'd like.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This is just groupers wrecking us right now. The amount of damage they put out is disgusting. Without a crit, we'd have some trouble.
barricaded.
Here we go again next, but no luck. Could camp here.
As victories mount, so
Have
too
to.
will resistance.
I have a holy water, we could take the damage buff. I think that'd be fine. Okay. Alright, where are we headed? This way.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I mean, the RNG in Long War, to talk about that, is driving all of my builds. Everything I do in my builds is designed to reduce the RNG of that so I can actually make decisions that have an outcome that can win me the game. And because of that, we're losing class diversity. At some point, if you add enough RNG, there's going to be no options because you're going to be forced to. It's like the occultist, right? Like I don't believe the occultist is a realistic alternative, and it isn't that it's not okay 75% of the time. It's just 25% of the time, or whatever that percentage happens to be. It just ends your run entirely. You know. Fuck that. All right.
Unbalanced.
A little bit of trouble on the men-at-arms over here. I don't have the ability to get rid of that bleed. I thought I brought a bandage, but it didn't. This is the last. I want to make sure that they don't pull ahead of me. Okay. Can we just maybe eliminate one of these groupers? Won't be able to stun if I do that, though. Alright. I'll put it at 1. Stun that. It's a little bit scary. Grouper 3 can't hit Grouper 1. So if he does go ahead of me, which he did, it's annoying, but it can't kill me. Alright, let's slow them down again and kill the Grouper. Perfect. It's a guard, so no damage to me. A lot of stress in here. Can't do damage there, so we're just gonna move. Stun the guard. Pretty stun resistant. Not 50%. We're at 150. Just stun that. Direct target healed there. Now we can lunge in with matter.
Obliterated.
Nice. Alright, healing time. Stress healing time. Still fucking bleeding. I'm gonna guard this character. I actually don't want the men-at-arms taking the next hit. Went after me anyways. Nice bleed resist. The idea of stress healing to 0 with the dog right now versus this is very painful. It's nice. Acting ahead of me though.
Mortality clarified in a single
Fucking Guardian.
strike.
These crits are bullshit. Resisted the bleed is really good though. camp after this. It's 105 stun resist right now. Not ideal.
Precision and power.
Yes, healing. Level 1 healer. I mean, we're bringing this girl to level, but heals are sad right now. You almost bought that healing item. Perhaps I should have considered it. So we're healing for 4. It's 4 to 6 damage range. I just noticed that. That means we've missed like twice. We've hit lowest end on that every single time. So maybe stunning me this round. I'm gonna get away with not camping right now. Probably. I mean, chat does like watching the huge RNG swings. I mean, that's part of why they like the no stun runs. It's because there's huge amounts of RNG in the no stun runs. Or there can be. Thing has resisted every single slow debuff. We put 3 on him so far.
Impressive.
Alright. Survived.
Be
Good.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Ooh. Fragile removed from matter. Excellent. Pretty nasty shuffle. Stun the minute arms. It's got stun resist on. Didn't seem to help him very much. Good dodge. Unlikely dodge, but good.
Annihilated.
Should get him before he acts. This is why stuns are so powerful, right? They completely remove the ability of your opponent's well, A, to do anything, but B, to surprise you with bad RNG like crits. I mean, most of the comps are fine without crits. Like, you can let this guy do damage most of the time without crits, and it's not a problem. The minute he starts critting, you get screwed. And that's RNG based whether or not he crits. So the stun, the only way you can prevent him from really doing that crit shit to you is you stun him. Then he can't do anything. It's like it's the same reason why the dodge is powerful. Because it prevents all of the random outcomes that could screw you from your opponent's actions. Not just random. I guess there's other actions in there that screw you, but... Another surprise. It's too bad. Also a shitty location. It's not as bad as last time. It's still shitty. Damage on there. Gonna stun my stunner. Yeah. I think a quirk that gave crit immunity would be overpowered. No, I don't. I don't even think it's that good of a quirk, honestly. Most of the time, it's not going to make one difference one way or the other. Let's stun the grouper. And then I would really like to bellow here. Awesome. Nice, no resist. Very good. Still one ahead of me, huh? Even when he's decreased speed. That's unfortunate. I don't think I'm gonna get any stress recovery this fight. So maybe I can do it here. It's only be like one.
Such a terrible assault
Stop.
cannot be left unanswered.
Alright, disease plus stress. Fantastic. That's what I always wanted. Assist. Possible to stun that again. Nice. Need to camp after this. Need the inventory space anyways, but the stress is starting to add up. Surprise rounds.
This expedition at least promises success.
Any of this good to get rid of? Yeah, I've gone through half the dungeon, not used the shovel. We can toss one of those. Another fight. No, yes, no, nice. No scout ping though, it's kind of a bummer. Alright, let's camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Let's run Hound's Watch. Could run Man's Best Friend, that would be good. So we're looking at 8 remaining right now. We have Pilfer and Snuff Box, really. Be nice to get rid of diseases, just in general. Okay, let's run Man's Best Friend for the stress relief. We're at 4. Don't have any encourages, unfortunately. I could maintain equipment or weapons practice, or we could run. That's really about it. Alright, let's do weapons practice. Damage crit, damage crit, damage. Alright.
In Radiance, may
Cross
we
the
find
lights.
victory.
Get out of here.
decisive pummeling.
Need that stun to hit. Good percent chance it would, though. We have double stun items on him. Okay. %220% stun resist now, though. All right, 3 crits out of 8 attacks is pretty good for us. If I could kill one of these going first to make that worthwhile. Too bad. Third round.
Well struck.
Shambler almost down. Just shuffle me, which sucks.
Green ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Should be able to kill that before it acts. The 8 speed, though. Chose to be greedy and go after the Shambler. Get the extra damage for it.
Prodigious size alone does not.
Okay, he's gonna miss his
dissuade
next
the
turn.
sharpened
Good.
blade. The ground quakes.
That stun at the beginning was super clutch. Of course, I get the one that
Success
doesn't work in
so
0 light,
clearly in view.
so it's just gold, but it's still
Or is
something.
it merely a trick of the
It's a
light?
better outcome out of the Shambler than you normally get, which is normally like 50 stress on everybody and a bunch of
Handsome
damage.
reward for a task well performed.
These characters are pretty low level. It's just, you know, again, like, you want to talk about how powerful stuns are. What let me do that? The fact that I have 50 extra stun on top of my stun chance here, and then rolled well. That's it. That's the only reason that was even remotely possible. Another surprise round. I do have 30% Cove scouting on this group. Why are we not getting any scouting things? Oh. Right. He's at 0 now.
Reeling, about to break.
What are we doing? We're getting screwed. Resist, 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 resist. Holy shit, stop. Maybe we can get some stress down off the Guardian after. Depending on how ridiculous it gets. That's 100 stress though. Damn.
Even the aged oak will fall to the tempest's winds.
Just resisted the stun again. Their option was potentially trying to kill the grouper, but I think the speed would be a difference there. Hypothetically, the hound would have been able to kill the grouper, and the speed would have been, that guy would have been much more likely to go. Problem is, because he missed there, we have a chance to lose the hound here to this guy. Oh, another 100. Courageous! We like it. Kill this grouper. So what do you guys think? The Hound heal is a 66% chance to heal for 3. We need the Hound heal to hit this guy 33 times or something. 34 times, actually. So we're on round 4. That's pretty good odds, right? I can't do the math in my head right off the bat, but just that's, you know, look at it that way. 33% of the time it's not going to work. So just add that extra amount there. Do the rest of my life. I can do this about round 50. Yeah. Got a lot of dungeon left, unfortunately. And the bonus from heals and courageous, that's right. Should only probably take like 5,000 rounds. Alright, so dead to the dot, dead to the dot. Good.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
I don't even think we're gonna
cowardice.
advance in rounds in stress. Let's look. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look, he stress heals anyway, so courageous stress healing. It's gonna be easy. Get it down in no time. Leper has a 6 stress heal. Yeah, it's true. Leper. What can't he do? He has a reasonable size stress heal that can only be used when he's in position 1 or 2 and can only be used on himself.
A singular strike.
Can't decide if this is foolish or not. Stress healing here. That's how often courageous triggers, I guess. I do need to get health anyway, so that's something. Oh, you're talking about... Yeah. I'd love to use it. I mean, that was one of the things I was considering for a playthrough, was modding the cost of the camping skills. So I could use camping skills I didn't normally use, because they're just not as good as the existing camping skills. I think we gained. Pretty sure we gained stress there. It's alright, we're trading, hopefully, getting some reduction in stress overall, and more importantly, getting our health back up so we can continue this mission. Gonna end up with some afflicted guys, unfortunately. It's actually triggering a lot. It's like once every 3 or 4 rounds right now. It's just not as strong as it used to. Which triggers for so much more. Also, does it affect her healing here? Because why the fuck is she only healing for 1? It's a low level character, I guess. Yeah, so he actually gained a stress out of all that. Alright, so I don't think I'm actually gaining or reducing stress off this. So now that we have our health up, I think I'm just going to go for some kills relatively quickly here.
A powerful blow.
Alright.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Nice. Wow, was unexpected to finish it here.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Let's go a little further. We're probably gonna come out pure afflicted anyways. We're close to.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I would really like those too. It's just food remaining right now. We know there's no more room battles, right? We already fought the fucking Shambler. Guess we could get Collector. And a scouting ping. Holy crap. The value. No more fights left in the dungeon then. I just threw out my fucking elegy. Damn. Okay. She's like a 80% chance to disarm that. Damn. Okay. We end up picking up some stress from that failed disarm.
Odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
So 15k gold and 36 crests with 8 those. It's all right. Got some levels out of it. Killed a Shambler. Fear of Unholy. Orange Tactician, Weak Grip, Unquiet Mind, Wield Tactician, and Automatonophobia. Not so great.